everybody, welcome back to ECPW in the Hudson Valley. I'm joined by our broadcast partner, Attilio April. Pleasure working with you again.
Very happy to be back here again. And yo, how you guys doing? Attilio April back in the fully charged house here again. And we got a hell of a night set for you guys. It's December, Christmas is upon us, and we got nothing but gifts to give.
Yes, we have two big matches. Our first will be a battle royale with an interesting stipulation. The last two get a tag team title opportunity next episode.
Well, that's certainly going to be interesting because any two competitors, and we got a lot of young, hungry competitors entering this match, any two of them can be the number one contenders in next episode.
And our main event, Miggs in his third title defense against a man you're very familiar with, Tamir Gibbs.
You know, Tamir got a big opportunity tonight for the Hudson Valley heavyweight title against Miggs. I can't wait to see how it shapes up, but regardless how it goes, I'm putting this on the line the very next opportunity I have against Tamir because that hasn't happened yet. So let's get down to the ring.
We're fully charged, let's go. And our first match tonight will feature him, Drevin's Day.
Well, that's certainly what he likes to call himself. He calls himself the him in professional wrestling, or he is him. What that's supposed to mean, I can only assume that he thinks he's the top dog, he's the top guy, he's who everybody wants to be, you know, everybody wants to be him.
Yes, I mean, I don't know how frequently you go on TikTok and whatnot, but it's very much a viral phrase, I'm him. So we'll see if he's him tonight.
So he's trying to be one of the Paul brothers then. Speaking of the Paul brothers, we got Carmine Arata,
yes,
a bright, young, new competitor. This only being his
second
match now.
Yeah, I was very impressed by his first match against Prince in Port Jervis. We're gonna see though if he can continue the momentum and continue to build.
Well, to be fair, it's not too hard to look good against Prince.
Well, we'll see if he looks good against him. It's two younger guys trying to gain momentum, and obviously Attilio, one of the veterans on the roster. What's your opinion of these guys early in their careers?
I certainly think that both of them have bright futures in this business. They definitely have staying power. They're in terrific condition. I've seen them training long, training hard. They look good, but that's the thing. They look good in training. We need to see how they function live in front of a crowd in the ring. That's the only true test of your skill.
And you're in the midst of this impressive Hudson Valley Championship run, but harking back a couple years for me, your early days of your career, how did you handle the pressure, the newness of it all?
Oh, it was certainly strange, especially since growing up, I was always, quote, the quiet kid. I never really talked much. So putting myself out in a public kind of context and format and position, what's more public than putting on tights and loud music and coming out to a crowd of people? And then being expected to not only interact with them all, but also perform and put your body and your livelihood on the line week in, week out.
And that's another thing you can't teach is the mentality. Like the mentality of what it takes to be a winner, and we're gonna see if that's a big
flying clothesline.
It's a big flying clothesline, and maybe one of these men will have that mentality.
Well, I certainly see a future champion in both of these young men. The only downside about Drevin's Day is he cuts corners. He takes the cheap road. He takes cheap shots, and he listens to the wrong people.
And he also thinks he's him, which might not help his ability to learn.
Yeah. A big hangman off the top. But look at that. He's even got himness on his tights. Elbow to the middle of the back.
Now Carmine's back is on the canvas. Stomps for Drevin's Day.
The one thing I can say about Drevin's Day that I do like about his in-ring style is he very rarely takes serious chances or risks. He's very methodical. He's very calculated. He keeps things simple but effective.
Now he's got a chokehold and
slams
to
his
the
head,
ground.
slams his head right down into the mat.
Cover right here.
But a bit of a lazy cover.
Yes.
He didn't hook the leg, and he didn't apply his body weight directly over the shoulders.
And he's talking a lot to the crowd, which I understand that's part of the aura, whatever you want to call it, but sometimes you got to focus on your opponent, as you all know.
Well, he's probably just hoping that he gets that one viral clip of him screaming at the crowd.
Let's see what Himness has as he's dragging Carmine across the ropes, on the ropes, and just...
See, like I said, taking the cheap road, cutting corners.
It's not going to win him a match. It's going to help him, because it helps them, as you well know, but it's not going to win. That's not how you're going to win this match.
Putting yourself in positions just like that leaves you open to a counter maneuver, and now Carmine's dishing it back out.
Okay.
A little disrespect there, but I guess it was well earned.
Kids are watching, right?
That's what they say. There's plenty in the crowd. Big spine buster.
Big spine buster.
Or I guess he calls that the him buster.
Well, he could have been him in this match with a big near fall. And now it's just right hands to the exposed area.
The funny thing is, if those were slaps, it would have been legal.
Drives into the center of the ring. And another thing too, when you start out, is how do you figure out your strategy, right? I tell you, how do you figure out what moves are best for you?
Well, that comes with trial and error. At least any of the young guns in the back who like to listen and want criticism, I always tell them the best year in your professional wrestling career will be your first year. And this sounds a little negative to say, but nobody's really going to remember you in your first year.
Yes, close line, though.
So that's your point in time to experiment and find yourself.
It's a close line for him. Can he get a cover? No legs or hook, though.
Again,
that's what we're saying, right? Lazy.
A very lackadaisical cover. But he's got the armbar applied. Oh,
now he's attacking the shoulder area.
Now, technically, those closed fists, so long as they are not to the head, are legal.
See, now
just
the referee. The referee got to get involved here, though, right?
You know, referee Trevor trying to do his best, but you know, when you got two young, hungry guys in this ring, you know, it's very difficult to keep them reined in.
Especially somebody who doesn't really want to follow the rules. We're trying to.
Big reversal there.
He gets caught, though.
Catches the boot. Catches both
boots.
Oh,
gets caught with the rope. Backstabber.
Right to the mid and upper back. A devastating blow.
Dragging him off the ropes. Good cover, but not right. Too close to the ropes.
He had his left hand on the rope.
Too close to the ropes and the leg as well. That's experience, though, right? Knowing when to cover someone.
That is also a slight advantage that Draven's Day has, is he does have a few more months worth of experience than Carmine Arata.
Let's see what he has in store though right now, right? Because now it's about how can you finish. Stop.
Like again, he keeps things, but he keeps things simple and effective, but then takes a shortcut. Then does something cheap and despicable. You know, I would honestly, and with any of these young guys in the back, I would love the opportunity to step in the ring and teach them some respect.
You may have that chance, but big
takes out the knee.
Yes, big exchange.
Catches the super kick. Oh, kick to the bicep.
Super kick though.
This has been a surprising back and forth.
Oh,
big knee strike.
Absolutely, now he's going to run the ropes. Oh, but he gets hit. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Big enziguri. Now this is something that I can see, you know, management running back and giving these two guys a second shot at each other, especially with how impressive that this showing has been.
Absolutely, especially in your second match for Carmine Arata. Very impressive.
You know, like I said, I can see titles on both of these young men, but they're gonna have to work real hard to get up to those opportunities.
Clothesline, another clothesline. Wait a minute. Gonna run the ropes.
There's a
reversals. Oh!
Flying forearm.
And now Carmine is back up to his feet, trying to get the crowd into it.
And Carmine showing shades of the Heartbreak Kid there.
Gonna run the ropes and see what he has in store.
Another flying forearm.
Loves that forearm. Very effective. And another one. His third time's a charm. His third time's a charm. It's another near fall.
Almost. I think that was all instinct on the part of Drevin's Day.
Carmine trying to get this crowd in Kingston, New York involved in this match. We'll be here for this episode and our next episode. Great wrestling town. It's Kingston, New York.
Kick to the midsection.
Gets caught. Oh!
Sit out neck breaker. Goes for the cover.
Far leg is hooked.
And he's got it. Carmine with an unconventional finish, but he delivers that neck breaker to perfection.
And on this night, Carmine Arata was him.
He also beat him.
Now our next match is going to be a party here. Over the top elimination match. The last two.
Drevin's Day looks pretty stoked, even though he just suffered a tremendous defeat.
A lot of young wrestlers in this match. The last two wrestlers are going to get a tag team title opportunity on our next episode here in Kingston.
And I think that whoever the two is, between all the competitors, wouldn't it be a very interesting set of circumstances if we had Buddy Thomas and Timid Tamir taking on the tag team champions?
Absolutely.
Or Hollywood Lalo, who is technically making his debut, I believe, tonight.
Yes, or even Drevin's Day and Carmine Arata. How would that be after their last match here? That's a
big super kick taking Drew Marston out. But now, yes, this is Hollywood Lalo's Hudson Valley debut, but he indeed has been on the road with ECPW New Jersey for quite a few months, and he's a very promising competitor. In fact, next week, with his track record in New Jersey, he earned a shot at Corzone's light heavyweight title, which will be defended next week.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to stack show next week. I'm hearing rumors you may be involved in something next week, but...
Oh, there's plenty that I'm involved with. I am supposed to be working Buddy Thomas, but, you know, anything can change.
Yes. As now Drevin's Day might be thrown out as another sort of rematch of sorts between him and Carmine Arata. You know Drevin's Day. If anything, he wants to eliminate Carmine. As Tamir is on the ropes here. And you might be asking yourself, if you're watching at home, why are all these wrestlers in this match? Seems sort of a bit random. But you have to understand, right? What's the most important thing in this business? Winning championships. So you're going to take any opportunity you can to have the opportunity to do that.
Timmy Tamir's been eliminated.
Wow. Shocking. There's now Carmine.
Sunset flip. But Drevin's Day
is unfazed.
Stops him.
Oh, super kick.
There's the super kick. It's a little payback, I guess, from when we saw earlier tonight.
Wait a minute, Hollywood!
Lalo has been eliminated.
And before you know it, we've down to 4 men.
5. Drew Marston has not been eliminated.
You're absolutely right.
He went under the bottom rope. There's that flying forearm again. Big shot to the back of Carmine from Buddy Thomas.
Ooh, big slap. Ooh, another one. Buddy has been so impressive as of late, and we'll see if he can get this opportunity.
Well, keep in mind, Buddy folded him up. Now again, you have to keep in mind, Buddy Thomas is also being targeted right now by Rick King due to him costing Rick King the match last week.
He got thrown out. Buddy just got eliminated by Carmine, but Carmine just got eliminated by Drevin's Day. And that's just Payback, right? We were talking about it. Dredden's Day wanted to eliminate, and he got it. Now there's only 2 men left. They think they have the tag team title shots, but here comes Drew Marston. Drew Marston.
Look at that.
He threw him out.
These are technically your winners. These are your number 1 contenders for next episode for the tag titles.
Dynamic Drew Marston and Dredden's Day. These 2 individuals will now receive a title shot later in the show against the Hudson Valley Tag Team Champions.
So now our next match was actually already scheduled, disregarding the previous match, and that's going to be Jay Cruz taking on Drew Marston. And now it means all the more for Jay Cruz.
But now we have the extra element here that now, since for next week the tag team partner for Drew Marston is Dredden's Day, Dredden saw fit to stay by ringside by his new, potentially temporary partner.
Dredden's Day is getting an episode here, isn't he? He was involved in our first match, our second match, and now he's involved in our third match. He's reminding me of Kurt Klein.
He seems to always keep popping up. Drew Marston, the fresher of the 2 competitors here.
Of course, he was barely in our last match. He barely even wrestled.
And that's Drew Marston's strategy for Battle Royals. He dips out as soon as he can. I mean, in this case, he was ejected from under the rope with a super kick, but I digress.
And you know what, Jay Cruz, this is a big opportunity for him, right?
Well, this could potentially put him in the spot to not only find a partner if he can beat Drew Marston, as he's a number 1 contender at this point in time, but could potentially line him up for a shot at either my title, the vital title, the heavyweight title, or the New Jersey light heavyweight championship.
And we saw Drew in our last episode when we were in Washington. So, by the way, congratulations again on that title defense.
You know, Blake is a hard-hitting competitor. I love any chance I get to step in the ring with him and really test myself. But I'm telling you, I'm definitely feeling it. I've been in quite a bit of pain since, Big Bad Blake, really
fell on you.
He really worked me over good. I gotta say, I'm a little worse for wear right now.
Well, and speaking of that show, we saw Drew Marston beat Rick King, as you mentioned, because of Buddy Thomas's interference. So Drew is trying to build momentum, right? He won his last 2 matches. Can he make 3 match wins in 2 weeks? Be a big momentum builder, especially considering next episode we're going to see him challenge for those tag team championships.
I've heard you say it numerous times. Drew Marston is a very talented competitor. He is probably one of the most impressive pure wrestlers on the roster. I don't know, how good he is in the way of personality. I barely talk with the man. But as far as a pure in-ring competitor, I compare him to the likes of being a young Harley Race.
And that's quite an endorsement. We'll see, right? Because Jay Cruz is hungry. He's also a young. And I like to see this, right? This is a show that's been a lot about the young wrestlers. And, we need some new young blood and young talent in ECPW.
I always welcome the challenge, the hunger, the want, the need. And we have a lot of great young competitors entering ECW on both shows. There are some very fine wrestlers on both shows.
Like this crowd in Kingston is not like Drew Marston. I don't really blame him per se. I mean, Drew has been someone who's always antagonistic with the fans, and we're seeing that again tonight.
Drew Marston is big atomic drop.
One too many there.
Into the ropes.
He gets caught up and
a peculiar kind of judo throw there.
You know what? I mean, hey, you're a young guy in Jay Cruz. Why not?
Big arm drag.
That's a variable that's to his advantage, right? Drew doesn't have a lot of tape to study on this kid.
That is entirely true. That's a point that I always make. Well, and here's the extra factor.
That doesn't prove anything. You got to throw him out. I know the referee has a tough arm, but he has to be thrown out for that. How is that allowed?
Big shot to the back of the head.
And Drew needs this. Drew needs this to beat this young man.
Drew certainly doesn't need it, but he will gladly accept it because that's the kind of human being he is.
I just don't understand how Drethen's Day is not kicked out and thrown out of ringside immediately. I know it's tough being a referee, but...
And it really is such a shame because when Drew Marston started about 3 or 4 years ago, he was a bright young competitor with an upbeat attitude. He was someone that kids could actually look up to. Now he's a pillar of disdain that kids should stay far away from.
Now Drethen's Day is talking to the crowd yet again. I mean, it's a Drethen's Day show, for better or worse, as now we get back into the ring. And wait a minute.
Kick out at 2. Big clothesline. The sound that made.
You know how painful that is.
Well, let me tell you, the roughest kick out at 2. The roughest clothesline I've ever experienced was from Buddy Thomas himself. Buddy Thomas has a devastating clothesline, as we saw how he delivered one to Drethen's Day earlier.
Jay Cruz, though, for everything, I've been really impressed by him. He's dealt with the outside interference. He's dealt with the fact that he was just in the last match, the disappointment, him thinking that, hey, I just want a tag team championship opportunity, and now I'm going to wrestle the guy who threw me out.
Well, you know, when it comes to this business, this sport, you have to have equally as strong of a mind as you do body. And if one of them starts going, whether cover,
but it's a lazy cover. No leg is hooked. No weight applied. Who's better than that?
And if one of those factors starts going, whether it be your confidence or your physical ability, whether it be injury or what have you, all that stuff takes away from what you can push yourself through. And then you have to work harder to get that rise out of yourself to keep pushing and keep fighting. Drew Marston up to the second rope now, wasting a little bit of
wasting a lot of time. No disrespect to him, but it's just too much time to give the young kid an opportunity. As you know, until you got to take advantage when you can. Disrespectfully, it's hard though.
Marston, give it to Marston.
He
did get hit that time, but he did calculate that very well. He at least knew he wasted that kind of time. Oh, misses the headbutt.
There's a difference between slow and methodical. As now Jay Cruz ducks under. Jay Cruz going to run the ropes. Jay Cruz with a clothesline. Jay Cruz with a back elbow. Jay Cruz now with a drop kick. Drew Marston's in the corner. What does Jay Cruz have? Jay Cruz is going to meet him there.
Catches him with a little bit of a splash.
A little bit.
He's got that hand tied up.
He's going to run the ropes.
Hits him up.
Oh!
A picture-perfect lucha-style arm drag.
What an arm drag that is. And now a stomp! A
curb stomp!
It could be a curb stomp! Upset!
There's the outside factor.
Are you kidding me?
There's the outside factor.
But see, Drew needs that. Drethen's Day needs that. We just saw an upset happen that was stolen from this kid.
Now this might be a miscalculation climbing up on the side closest to Drethen's Day.
And now they're going to grab the ropes.
And no one is
thrown off.
Absolutely
and now Drew's going to go pick up the leftovers.
Oh!
Cover.
A big elevated code breaker.
It's
and that's for 3.
And I was a bit upset by the finish of that last match. My apologies, Attilio. I'm really heated, but Tamir Gibbs always puts a smile on the fans' face.
Oh, absolutely. Tamir is one of my best friends. He's a competitor I've been very honored to have some back and forth contests with over the past couple of years, whether it be fighting to gain the viral title or fighting to gain the opportunity for it.
Yes. You two have tremendous chemistry, as now we see, speaking of chemistry, luxurious win and Migs.
Well, speaking of chemistry, last I heard, Kurt Klein was rejected another time by Luxurious Lynn.
I really do not know how that could happen. but I thank Luxurious Slim for doing that on behalf of the show. What's interesting about this match is we're talking about Miggs' third title defense. His first title defense was against Bubba, which ended in a DQ. We then saw his second defense last episode as a part of our Thanksgiving celebration between him, Captain Pain, and Beef. And I gotta be honest, I was very impressed by Miggs in that match.
Well, Miggs has always been a tremendously talented competitor. He's always been a wrestler's wrestler. Again, he's got a bit of a nasty personality, but he is a talented wrestler. And I am, and I do feel good about the fact that I have had a few in-ring encounters with Miggs, even though our singles match ended in Miggs cracking his contract over my head.
And that's always going to be the case, as we just saw. It's for that beautiful ECPW Hudson Valley Heavyweight Championship. The X Factor of Luxurious Lynn, and how that outside interference plays into a match. How we saw it in the last match, right, with Judgment Day. What would your advice be to Timid to circumvent that?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You gotta be quick, you gotta avoid Miggs' hands, you can't let him catch you.
That's the second straight episode with a Muhammad Ali reference, so anytime, that's welcome. Well, now we ring the bell. This match is official for the Hudson Valley Heavyweight Championship. Timid Tamir Gibbs is getting the fans involved early.
Tamir's gonna have to try and hit him hard and quick. He can't let Miggs catch him. A lockup right here, demonstrating the difference in power.
Nice chop.
Shot right to the chest.
And we saw in our last episode, Tamir having to deal with we've seen Timid struggling recently. A lot of, this is a guy who's always trying to do the right thing, and maybe that won't be enough tonight against somebody like Miggs, who's going to cheat whenever he can.
But we also have to look at the factor that although Tamir has had several in-ring matches with Miggs, Tamir has rarely managed to come out on top in those contests. Tamir passes by into the ropes, cross-body taking Miggs down.
One, two.
Kick out at one.
And that was an infused kick out, a determined kick out by Miggs. Oh,
well, if you're a guy like Miggs, if you lose to Timid Tamir, that would be seen as a total embarrassment.
Wait a minute.
Hurricane Rana taking Miggs over as he exits the ring.
And I think Miggs was thinking about a powerbomb there, so it was a great counter by
Tamir.
Let's see now, the referee's got to deal with Luxurious Lynn, and you know what? Every little bit of advantage that she can give him, they're going to take these two. A champion's advantage, right? He can take a counter if he wants.
Look at that! Tamir
throwing to the ring post.
Tamir taking the initiative to try and get Miggs right back in, but Miggs probably baiting him there, playing
and now throwing onto the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring.
That is just a blunt steel lip. There is
Wait a minute. Start the 5 count.
And
you know what all this...
Miggs is tremendously quick to take a shortcut.
This all benefits him, though. And it all benefits the type of match that... And you wrestled this man. You know the type of match that he wants to wrestle, Attilio. This is by the book for him.
Miggs, again, is a very talented competitor. And as the champion, too, he has all the advantage. If there's a count out, a disqualification, whether he wins or loses on either end, so long as he is not pinned or submitted, he retains that title. So he can cut as many corners as he wants, get disqualified, and he's still the champion. Unless the championship committee dictates a special stipulation.
Now they're going to drag the ref over. We know where this is going. Luxurious Lynn.
Despicable.
I mean, this is just... When is this going to stop? Too many people, too many wrestlers in the Hudson Valley are doing this. And our champion, you know why? Because our champion is setting
a precedent and an example.
See, now it's another corner cut. Another corner cut. Yeah, you're tough, Migs. Let me try to stay professional. My apologies. But you know what? It's working. As much as me and you may not like it, I tell you, it's working.
Well, all these tactics, big neck breaker. That's the same move that put away Dredden's Day earlier tonight. Kick attitude. He's got that rear chin lock locked in.
Now, center of the ring, Attilio is going to find a way to somehow get. He's in deep waters. He's in the deep end of the deep hole. This is a heavyweight championship opportunity. Those don't come around every day. Trying to get the crowd back into it. Trying to get the energy up. Can he get to the ropes? Can Timmy Tamir get to the ropes right now? It's crunch time. Elbows.
Big elbow.
Into the midsection.
Right to the ribs. Gets
He's going to run the ropes. He's going to run the ropes. He's going to get caught, though. He got caught. No.
Throwaway slam. And again, if you're a guy the size of Timmy Tamir, you have to gain
far leg,
kick attitude. But if you're a guy the size of Timmy Tamir, you have to get the speed, you have to get the momentum, and really throw your entire body weight into your opponent if he's that much bigger than you to take him down.
And we talked about it earlier, right? He may need that dark side, that little bit of dark energy that Mix is going to keep conjuring up and throwing at him. Maybe he's a little too positive.
Oh, look at that! Not every day you see Timmy Tamir floats somebody over like that.
Can Tamir Gibbs find that extra X factor in this match to become our heavyweight champion?
Oh, big enziguri, stunning Migs.
Now he's gonna throw. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, the top!
Can he get a cover though? Migs is down and Migs is hurt. Center of the ring in Kingston. Can our main event count has started?
And so far, what a terrific main event. Despite Migs' tactics, what a tremendous back and forth main event we have. We've had some fantastic matches this week. We really have.
Wait a minute though. Oh, big drop kick there. Another drop kick. One for the money, two for the show. Maybe
there's a step up enziguri. Now, I've been hit by that multiple times by Tamir.
Oh,
and it stings like a bee for sure. Oh, Tamir sliding out, going up top.
Series of counters, top rope. What does he have in store?
Knees, double knees, right to the skull.
New champion.
Kick out at two. How fantastic would it be if Tamir Gibbs was our new heavyweight champion?
What does Tamir have now in store? Bulldog drag. No, he gets caught. Reversal.
Another kick right to the skull. Tamir looking like
he got caught.
Fighting his way out, the elbows to the jaw.
Duck under. Come on, Tamir. What has he got in store?
And he hits it.
Bulldog drag off the top rope.
Migs smartly moving to the closest side of the ring.
Look at that. Luxurious Lynn getting involved and saving the championship.
I don't know if the referee saw it or not. Wait, he did.
He did see it?
Wait, it looks like Timmy Tamir is confronting Lynn.
I don't know if this is good though.
Guys, it's 2024. This is perfectly okay now.
I don't know if this is okay for Tamir though. It might be okay now, but it's not okay for Tamir.
Oh, that got a handful of
Migs has got it now. That's exactly what they wanted, but wait a minute.
Hangman off the top. Tamir getting a little tangled up in the apron.
What can Tamir do? What can he do? But wait a minute. Look at Lynn. What does Lynn have in her hand? What does that have? No.
Oh, power to the eyes. He hit him.
Power to the eyes. And now look at this. Migs. Scorpion down.
The finish he deserved.
2, 3.
ECPW champion,
what a main event, Attilio. Miggs survives against Tamir Gibbs.
You know, Tamir is funny enough, one of the fiercest competitors that we have in the locker room on both sides of the show, whether it's Jersey or Hudson Valley. Tamir is a fast and feisty competitor.
And we have a lot to look forward to on our next episode. Dredden's Day and Drew Marston challenge for the tag team championships. You'll also have a big title defense against someone we're not sure quite just yet.
Well, as far as I know, it's supposed to be me and Buddy Thomas, but after what he did to Rick King, certain things may have changed. All I know is I'm going to be opening the show. The championship committee asked me to come out for some kind of ceremony, some kind of speech that they wanted me to give. So, you know, and I figured that I would talk about Terry Funk, who is my personal inspiration for becoming a professional wrestler.
Absolutely, that's very exciting. You don't want to miss our show. And thank you so much for joining us on ECPW Fully Charged. We'll see you next time.
Tune in next time.